What's up, guys? How are you? It's your boy Heba coming back at you with another quick and short video. Sony's back at it again, once again touting and talking about console sales. Why is it that they always result to the exact same thing and people always fall for it? Listen, just a week ago they were talking about how they were going to have complete shortages until 2023, and this was on the Xbox side as well, because of shortages with console sales, with console semiconductors, because there's not enough semiconductors in productions due to all the pandemic and closure that happened around the world in these factories to keep mass producing them. And yet 2 days ago they came out and said, we have sold 10 million units. 10 million units, ladies and gentlemen. And keep in mind that this is the company that has been caught lying before about sales numbers. Okay? Let me refresh your memory when they talked about sales for the PlayStation Moves, and I believe for the sales of some of their titles, and even the PSP, I believe, or the Vita at one point. This is the company that did a commemorative 500 million console special edition, because I have the controller, right? Because it was a very pretty color. That they sold 500 million units lifetime since the PlayStation 1. And yet when they were inducted into the Guinness World Record, it was only 450 million. A nice amount, technical feat, very impressive. But what happened to the other 50 million units? They magically, deliciously disappeared? Like Lucky Charm says, magically delicious, and poof, and they disappeared? Guys, come on. This is not nothing new. They have to find an angle to stay within the speaking realm, or stay within the conversation, because all of the positive Xbox news that's going on social media, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. Because right now, Microsoft and the Xbox is a really hot commodity, because they have Game Pass. And Game Pass is very attractive and consumer friendly. And not only that, keep in mind that the main reason why Microsoft's Xbox is actually getting into consumers' hands a lot quicker, and actually to the consumer, is because of the fact that they have Xbox All Access, which is very enticing and very appealing and very affordable. And you need to have proof that you're that person, whether it's licensing, social security, a good credit line. You can't just go in there and say, oh, look, I can just get it. And scalpers can't do that. They can't do that. Unlike PlayStation, there's no option like that. Unless you actually get one and buy it with your credit card. That's it. So, no. Scalpers are buying, not even, because scalpers can buy with the credit card as many as they want. There's no actual control. There is with the Xbox All Access. So actual consumers and Xbox fans are getting it in their hands. Unlike Sony fans, a lot of them, since it's the casual market and it's the popular thing, most scalpers are the ones getting their hands on these PS5s. And even Sony themselves came out and said that like 2 or 3 million of their units are not even active. In an article not too long ago, speaking with someone, I forgot who it was, I gotta find it to link it in the bottom, where they said that, they weren't active. That means that they're not in people's hands. Because you can go anywhere from Mercari, Amazon, eBay, OfferUp, sales, whatever the heck you want, whatever app there is, a program out there that you sell stuff, and it's people selling them for $1,800, $1,500 at astronomical prices, because they know it's a hot commodity that all casuals want. So it's popular. It's like the Jordan sneakers, where they overprice them by thousands and hundreds of dollars. And they know they can get away with it, even though the sneaker actually costs $150 or maybe $200. Because scalpers are making money, and plus pandemic, a lot of people are buying online still. Because even though we're still mostly out of the pandemic, it's still effective in many different ways. And these people are using these outlets to take advantage because they know that they can get away with it. And remember, keep in mind also, ladies and gentlemen, that shipped and sold is two different things. When you ship it to a store and they bought it in bulk, yes, they're paying for it, but no company like a Best Buy's or a Walmart or a Target is paying full price for these consoles. They buy in bulk. So if they order 5,000 units per store, that means they're paying maybe $300 or $275 for each console. They're not paying $500 a console. So they sell it, but it's not at a profitable price, just like Xbox. Even though Xbox also has their own direct store through online, just like Sony has now. That's the only time when you actually getting their profits, because they're selling it through their own store. Okay? So, once again, they're up to no good. And now today, it comes out that Sony is selling worse than they ever have, ever in Japan. Because even the Japanese market is noticing that they're not really consumer friendly. They're not giving them enough bang for their bucks, and it's a big deal because they've always sold well in Japan. That's the bottom line. Sony is a Japanese company that's always sold well in Japan. And then for years, Microsoft and Xbox have been made fun of when they're not an Japanese console and they've never been accepted, that they didn't sell well in Japan or in China, for example. Even though China didn't have sales for many, many years of consoles anyway. But you get my example. You get what I mean. Even in the UK. Okay? And now that it's actually doing better in Japan, right? Now it's different. Now people want to use, oh, that's Japan. That's the first thing my friend told me. Oh, that's Japan, not in the U.S. That don't count. Really? When that's their bread and butter, that's where they're, where they're actually come from. Like, no, we can't sit there and brush it off. You can't do that. These Sony guys are losing their mind because they saw last month by $ made more money. Microsoft made more money than Sony and both Nintendo, which was a shock. But it's also good, because that means the competition is getting better and fierce, and that means that everybody's doing well. That's not a threat. That means the console space is doing well and it's booming and it's the best it's ever been. And yet you see these outlets like Games Radar or, some Kotaku making up these bogus stories and saying crazy stuff just to continue to keep Sony in the loop or as a point of conversation, because they haven't had no positive and no real news to talk about. They already confirmed that not really going back to E3. And they keep doing these weak state of plays that really is talking about indies and third parties like everybody else has. Okay, it's not really showcasing anything, which is understandable because in their economical situation, it makes sense. They don't have the money they used to. They don't have that power. And right now, whatever money they have, that's big dollars that they have to put towards a game. Like, let's say, maybe a sequel to Spider-Man 2 or God of War or the Horizon Zero Dawn 2. That's where the money has to go. They have to do that. Because if they don't, then they're not putting it where it needs to be, where it's the most important area, which is the games they are in development from their developing studios. Okay? That's what happens when you are have to, cut corners and concentrate on what's important. That's what Sega had to do until it came to the point where they had to close down. And that's ultimately where Sony will be if they don't change some of their methods and models of what they're doing. That's why they're doing all these businesses and different deals and putting games on PC. That's why they hired that new developing team that, port stuff for PC, to make more ports for their games on PC so that they can sell and make money on the PC space as well. So, again, this is the same approach they do all the time. This is the vertical slice. That's what they do best. That's the best marketing and the way they do things the best. They've done this for years. They did the vertical slice. They do their lies. And then when they get caught, the worst part is people ignore it and don't call them out on it. Unless it's someone like me, or someone like E-Rock, or someone like 100, or Livewire, or Sega Man, or Unlimited Productions, or New Legal. People that are not afraid to speak the truth, because we are not making money off our channels. There's no risk. We're not afraid of losing viewership, because we don't make money off of this. We do this out of the passion and love, because we're gamers. Me, myself, I speak for myself. I do this because I love gaming, and I love action figures. I love pop culture, and because I have a extensive amount of knowledge and history of gaming. So I try to share it to preserve gaming and the history of it, right? That's been my spiel and my motto and my MO on my channel ever since I started. Okay? So, you know, when you see other people trying to act the neutral card because they got 100,000 subscribers or 200,000 subscribers, or these outlets and medias, is because they have no choice. They have to do it because they already built their audience. They have to make sure that if they speak, they have to speak well about everybody, or Sony in particular, right? Because if they don't, they're going to lose maybe half of their subscriber base or their viewership. Because then they know they're going to get mad and not want to hear it, because they're going to look at it, oh, you're turning your back on Sony. You're being an Xbox shill or a PC shill. And that is the problem. That's the difference between someone like me, that I can speak my mind and be honest and not have to worry about it. I don't speak off of rumors. I go to real sites that are certified with real facts, and I'll say this is what it is, and I'll speak on it. Okay? And I can even link those sites down in the description below when they speak about stuff, right? The Guinness World Record is legit. So 450 million units was what Sony sold. Not 500 million, even though they called it the 500 million sold commemorative edition. Right? And that's what I'm talking about. The difference between Sony fans and Sony lies, Xbox real true purists and fans, and when they try to bring the right messaging. And yet the first thing is they'll call us an Xbox, X2, a corporate shill. I know what my comment's going to look like. I already know. Oh, you're just blah, 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 and a bunch of stupid people saying things and speaking out loud with no facts, with just ramblings of sites like IGN or Kotaku that are just a regular site like any other, speaking on what they're hearing within the industry, but not actual data and facts from these companies. Don't fall for the BS and learn to understand and see over the bull crap. There's a difference between console warring and calling bull crap, and that is what I do. I'm just calling out the bull crap. 10 million sold? Highly doubt it. More like maybe 6 million. I believe that. That's more feasible, which is still a great number for just 8 or 9 months that the consoles have been out. Absolutely. Then the other fact that people keep saying things like, oh, the Xbox is only selling, it's only PS5 is selling 3 to 1. 3 to 1? What are you, retarded? Let me see the data. As a matter of fact, why is it you can't find an Xbox Series X in the store? For 2 reasons. Shortage of semiconductors, because Microsoft has been very clear. That's number 1. Number 2, because when it goes on to the stores and it's there, even the S's, they sell. They sell. But they're actually getting in people's hands because, again, Xbox All Access. Sony doesn't have that. That's guaranteeing their actual fan base or people that actually want the consoles to get the consoles in their hands. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Love you guys. It's your boy Hebot signing off. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Give me a thumbs down if you didn't like the video. As always, share it with somebody you think might like it. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about what I'm talking about and what are your thoughts. Please be cordial. You can disagree with me, but just be cordial, be respectful. That's all I ask. Also, if you're new to my channel, you like what I do, hey, look, thank you for stopping by. I welcome you to subscribe. If you did, I really appreciate it, because I know you don't have to, but since you did, remember, I consider you now part of my family. And you can find me on social media on Instagram under C_respect. I'm also on Twitter. I'm not going to say it yet because I'm trying to do some things first. Once I'm ready to do it, then boom, I'll say it. But I'm on there. Trust me. I'm on there. Been on there. Truth Hurts thinks that he got me suspended because he got mad at me because we were PC talking and he didn't like what I had to say, and then he went act like a weak boy, like a fruit salad and a rainbow cake, and reported me, so making himself look like a victim when he was the one, coming on the conversation that I was having with someone else, because that's what weak people do. They victimize themselves. They don't take responsibility. So, but they love to talk. They're the ones with the biggest mouths. They're the most vocal. Yeah, Truth Hurts, I'm talking to you. So, again, and that's what did it, by the way, guys. That's what got my account canceled or suspended or whatever it's called. For you, because I didn't share that with you guys. Which is fine. It's cool. He thinks I'm worrying about that I had, almost, I think it was 1,000 followers. I really don't care. I'm not a clout chaser. That doesn't matter. Starting over for me is like I never left. And that's where you got me twisted between someone like maybe, I don't know, like a rich review tech versus me. I'm not that type of person. I do this because I love gaming. There's a difference. Guys, if you ever want to help me out in any way, shape, or form, you know how to do it. It's all down in the description below. If you ever want, or, you want to donate something, you want me to highlight, like a figure, a game, you want me to play something. Whatever it is, it'll be an absolute pleasure. It'll help out. It'll go a long way. And it'll be an honor for me to do so. Just hit me up in one of the DMs on social, or on my Xbox or Nintendo Switch under Hebot8, or on the PlayStation Network under Al Fell from Sky, which I'm also there. So you can hit me up there too. Guys, I love you very much. I'll see you in the next one. I hope you liked the video. Sorry I've been away for a while, but, I've been very sick, trying to get better. I'll keep you guys posted, I appreciate all the love and support. See you then. Bye.